Hey, friends, welcome back to the Mindset Podcast. I am your host, Sally Allen. And today we are going to talk about why being a high performer is not enough to get promoted. Most leaders think promotions are earned by proving what they've done. That is not true anymore. And a lot of research are showing that. I think promotions are earned by demonstrating who you have become. That's the big shift today. And it's one that most leaders are missing. For years, the formula was work hard, be loyal, deliver results, and eventually someone will notice you. But the workplace has changed. And now it's being the highest performer and being that leader within the greatest capacity. Erase that. Today's organizations aren't just looking for what you've accomplished. They are looking and asking a different question. Can we trust this person with a bigger challenge? One is about performance, but the other is about potential. I coach leaders all the time who said, I don't understand. I'm the highest performer on my team. Why did I not get promoted? And listen, that is a great question. Being the highest performer and being the leader with the greatest capacity aren't always the same thing. Hear that again. Being the highest performer and being the leader with greatest capacity aren't the same thing. Many organizations are moving away from rewarding longevity and they're moving towards adaptability, influence, learning agility, and the ability to move through uncertainty. And that's even more prevalent now in the AI age that we're living in. In other words, they're looking for leaders who are already operating at the next level before they get the title, before they decide they want the title. So let's talk about what's keeping great performers from becoming great leaders. They keep proving competency instead of demonstrating capacity. Competence says, I can do the job. Capacity says, I can grow people, I can solve bigger problem, and I can think beyond today. They become known as the expert instead of the developer. Experts solve problems, and there's nothing wrong with being an expert if you want to stay an individual contributor. But if you want to be a people leader, know that leaders build people who can solve problems. And at some point, your value shifts from what you know to how many people can become better because of you. And are you doing that while you are an individual contributor? They also wait for permission. If you want to get a promotion, you want to become a people leader, you're a middle manager going to a VP level, don't wait. Sometimes the mentality is when I become the senior director, I'll think strategically. When I become the senior VP, then I'll mentor others. The reality is the opposite. You start leading next level long before someone gives you the title. Think of it as your investment portfolio, like a photo portfolio. It's your investment portfolio for your career. Every difficult project, every tough conversation, every cross function assignment, every opportunity to lead through adds to that portfolio. And leaders who grow fastest aren't collecting years. That's not the case anymore. They're collecting experience because experience builds judgment. Judgment builds confidence, and confidence is what gets you promoted. I like to call this leadership capital. I think what separates good leaders from exceptional one. Let's talk about what builds this leadership capital I'm talking about. Trust capital. Okay, redo this starting at trust capital. Trust capital. Does people trust your judgment when things get difficult? Are you the go-to person? Learning capital. Are you still curious? Are you stretching yourself? Are you asking questions? Are you learning behind the scenes? Not because your boss commands that you take that course. Are you doing it? Are you seeking feedback? And reputation capital, this is most important. And this is brand building, my friends. Building your personal brand. Does your name come up in the leadership meetings? What are people saying about you to describe who you are and what you do. Are you strategic? Are you reliable? Are you collaborative? These are investments that continues to pay dividends throughout your career. Notice something? None of these requires a promotion. You start building leadership capital today, right where you're at. Every meeting, every conversation, every difficult assignment, and every challenge is increasing your leadership capital. Note, the leaders who rise fastest don't wait until they are promoted to start acting like leaders. They start to build trust and influence way before they get the title. So here's a question I'd like to every leader to ask themselves or ask yourself. If the organization announces a promotion tomorrow, would your manager have to convince people you are ready, or does people already believe it? I want to repeat that question again. If the organization announces a promotion tomorrow, would your manager have to convince people that you are ready? Or would everyone already believe it and not ask a single question? That is leadership identity. It's who you've become before you even get the title. Because promotions don't create leaders, they reveal who the leader is. So if you're chasing that next promotion or that next raise, don't spend all your energy asking, how can I prove myself? A better question is, who can I become? And am I becoming that person? Because a leader who continue to grow aren't just accumulating accomplishment. They're building trust. They're building influence. They're building judgment. They're building credibility. And they are building relationship capital. And that's something no title can ever give you and no company can ever take away. Your mindset shapes every decision you make, every challenge you face. Okay, I'll start again from your mindset. Your mindset, my friend, shapes every decision you make, every challenge you face, and the leader you will become. Choose wisely. And remember what I always say, if you change your mindset, you can change your life. If this episode sparked anything within you, please like and share. Have an amazing day until I see you in the next episode.